Did you know there are spiritual gifts God reserves for those who have walked with Him through the long roads of life? Gifts so profound, so sacred, that they can only bloom in the hearts of those who have endured, trusted, and grown through decades of faith. This is not about slowing down. It is about stepping into the most powerful season of your spiritual journey. Stay with me for the next few minutes, because what you are about to uncover could transform the way you see your later years and the legacy you are meant to leave behind. And before we dive into these hidden treasures of heaven, take a moment to subscribe to Secrets of Heaven, where we help others know God more intimately and grow in their faith. Let us make this message of God's goodness something the world cannot ignore. The world may see your wrinkles, your slower steps, and the changing seasons of your life. But God sees something else entirely. He sees a warrior who has faced battles the world will never know. He sees prayers whispered through tears, faith that stood firm even when your heart felt like breaking, and a spirit refined in the furnace of years. And let me tell you something. Those are not signs of weakness. In God's eyes, they are signs of promotion. He is not finished with you. In fact, some of His greatest gifts are being revealed in your life right now, gifts He has reserved for this very season. 1. The gift of holy discernment, sight sharpened by time. There is a type of wisdom, a spiritual clarity that only comes with time. It is not something you can learn from a book or a sermon. It is born through the experiences of walking with God through life's storms, betrayals, and miracles. You have lived long enough to see patterns others miss. You can sense when something is not right before anyone else notices. You can hear God's whispers in moments so quiet that others might miss them altogether. This is holy discernment. It is not suspicion. It is spiritual sight. And it is sharper, stronger, and more refined now than ever before. Think of Simeon in the temple, an elderly man who recognized Jesus as the Messiah when others saw only a baby. Or Anna, the prophetess, who had spent decades in worship and prayer, and yet her old age did not stop her from seeing redemption in an ordinary moment. Their bodies were aging, but their spirits were alive with discernment. That same gift lives in you. It is a spiritual shield that protects your family, your church, and your community. It is the ability to tell the difference between a test and an attack, between a blessing and a trap. And it is a gift that God uses to guide not just you, but everyone He has placed around you. Let me tell you something. Younger believers may have passion, but passion without wisdom can lead to disaster. That is why your discernment is so valuable. You have learned to pause, to listen, to weigh what the Spirit is saying, not just what the moment feels like. And when you share that insight, you become a guiding light for those who are unsure. Every disappointment you have endured, every betrayal you have forgiven, every victory you have celebrated, it has all been shaping this gift in you. And now God is calling you to use it, not just for your own walk, but to bless, protect, and guide others. That is the power of discernment. 2. The anointing of unshakable peace. There is a kind of peace that does not come from quiet surroundings or perfect circumstances. It comes from surviving storms that should have destroyed you, but did not. This kind of peace is a mantle, a holy weight that rests on those who have walked with God through life's fiercest battles. You have experienced loss. You have stood at gravesides. You have faced illness. You have endured seasons where life made no sense. And yet, here you are, still standing, still believing, still trusting. That is not just survival. That is spiritual authority. Your peace is not passive. It is powerful. It calms others, anchors households, and stabilizes families. When you speak into someone's storm, your words carry weight because they come from experience, not theory. Think of Caleb, who at 85 years old still spoke with courage and confidence, or Naomi, whose grief did not stop her from guiding Ruth into her destiny, or Daniel, who carried peace into the lion's den. Their peace did not come from their circumstances, it came from their God, and so does yours. 3. The wisdom to build up the next generation. Wisdom is not just intelligence or knowledge. It is understanding shaped by valleys, mountaintops, mistakes, and miracles. It is the kind of wisdom that younger believers desperately need, even if they do not realize it yet. Your life is a testimony. When you speak, you do not just share advice. You share evidence of God's faithfulness. Your words become a lamp for someone's path, a steadying force in moments of confusion. The Bible calls older believers to guide the younger. Titus 2 speaks of older men and women teaching the next generation, shaping their character, and strengthening their faith. That is not a suggestion. It is a calling. Your wisdom is not just for you. It is a blueprint, a roadmap, a key that unlocks clarity for someone else. Every lesson God has taught you is now a tool in the hands of someone who needs it, and every story you share becomes a piece of the legacy you are building, not for your glory, but for God's. 4. The prayer authority of those who have suffered and stayed faithful. There is a unique authority in the prayers of those who have endured life's toughest battles and remained faithful. Your prayers are not rushed or shallow. They carry depth, trust, and surrender that can only come from decades of walking with God. You have prayed when your heart was full of hope and when it was shattered. You have prayed in seasons of abundance and in seasons of loss. You have prayed when God felt close and when heaven seemed silent. And because you never stopped praying, your voice now carries weight in the spiritual realm. Younger believers may pray with excitement, but your prayers carry power. Why? Because they have been shaped by history, by a relationship with God that has weathered every storm and stood the test of time. Your prayers are rooted in trust, soaked in perseverance, and aligned with God's will in a way that only comes from years of surrender. Think of Job, who prayed for his friends and unlocked God's blessing. Think of Daniel, whose prayers, even as an elderly man, influenced kings and shaped nations. Think of Anna, who prayed faithfully for years, preparing the way for Christ. These are the kinds of prayers that echo in eternity. Your suffering did not disqualify you. It refined you. Every heartbreak, every act of forgiveness, every moment of trust, when you did not understand, it all sharpened your prayers. And now when you pray, chains break. When you speak blessings, burdens lift. When you intercede, protection surrounds those you love. The Bible reminds us in James 5:16 that the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Your righteousness is not about perfection. It is about perseverance. You have stayed with God long enough that the enemy can no longer shake you. That makes your prayers dangerous to hell and precious to heaven. Your prayers are not just for you. They are a shield for your family, a covering for your community, and a source of strength for the next generation. They carry the authority of someone who has been through the fire and come out refined, not burned. 5. The gift of remembering God's faithfulness through every season. Your memories are not just stories. They are altars of God's faithfulness. They are sacred reminders of the times God showed up when hope seemed lost, when strength was gone, and when the road ahead looked impossible. Younger believers may know the Bible verses, but you know the God of those verses. You have lived them. You remember the times when God healed you. You remember the times He provided exactly what you needed at the exact moment you needed it. You remember the doors He closed, even when you did not understand, only to realize later that He was protecting you. These memories are your spiritual inheritance. They are living proof of God's goodness, His mercy, and His timing, and every time you share them, you pass that inheritance on to someone else. The Bible often calls God's people to remember. When the Israelites crossed the Jordan River, God told them to build memorial stones so future generations would know what He had done. Your life is filled with these kinds of memorial stones, moments where God's hand was unmistakable. Younger believers need your stories. They need to hear how God carried you through loneliness, provided for you when you had nothing, healed you when doctors did not have answers, and restored your heart after deep loss. Your memories are a lantern that lights the path for those who are struggling to see their way forward. And here is the beautiful part. No one can take this gift away from you. Age cannot erase it. Trials cannot silence it. The enemy cannot rewrite it. Your memories are a testimony that speaks louder than words, a legacy that will outlive you. Your later years are not your leftover years. They are your treasured years. The world may measure value by youth and speed, but God measures it by depth, endurance, and faith refined through time. You are not fading. You are flourishing. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And God is not finished with you. In fact, some of the greatest things He will do through your life are happening right now. Walk boldly in the knowledge that your life still has purpose, your prayers still move mountains, and your faith still inspires. Heaven celebrates you, and the legacy you are leaving is one that will echo for generations. God is unveiling His glory in you, and the best is yet to come.